Okay. I'd like to welcome all viewers back to Mohawk Mountaineers Sports, live here at Tim Hortons Field. I'm Connor LaHaye.
And I'm Infestio Suzua.
I apologize for prior technical difficulties. We are currently in the 25th minute in a matchup between the Mohawk Mountaineers and the Fanshawe Falcons. The score is 0-0.
So far, Connor, I would say this has definitely been an exciting match. I know the viewers haven't been able to see it, but both teams have definitely been working quite hard, and I definitely say the Mountaineers are on the verge of a goal, and it could, not yet.
Tough scramble in front of the net. All right, for the viewers who have missed, it has been a pretty back and forth game. Both teams have had some pretty good shot opportunities. Fanshawe has gotten, I'd say, about 4 or 5 quality shots on net, but Samantha DeHaan has been rock solid so far.
Definitely been holding it down in the net.
So currently in the season, the Fanshawe Falcons are winless at 0-3-3, while Mohawk is 2-0-4. So this is a very important game for Mohawk if they can come out with either a tie or preferably a win to boost their standings come playoff time.
And with the way the game is looking so far, I'll definitely say that these Mountaineers are not viewing the Falcons as easy competition or anything like that. They are definitely just grinding and going as hard as ever, just like they would for any other team. So a lot of grit and determination from these ladies.
Nice defensive play there by Autumn Grayley. Another substitution coming in for the Mountaineers. We have Erica Kuparaji in for Ryan Jans.
Mohawk subs number 13, Erica Kuparaji for number 9.
Mountaineers making a counterattack.
Seems that they're going to try to give Jans just a little break. Hopefully she can generate some goals later on in the game. Great little tiki-taka of the ball right now from Mountaineers. Great show of skill from the Mountaineers.
Calix will send it back to reset. A little bit of a hard ball for Lammers to play.
I would definitely say that these Mountaineers are going to score quite soon.
They've had some great opportunities. Through balls just haven't been accurate.
A lot of opportunities, but just a lot more pressure, I would definitely say, especially on the offensive end.
Dredge coming in for the Falcons. Sending the through ball to Cameron. It's a slow roller to DeHaan. She'll quickly get it back out. Mountaineers making a push.
And this could be it.
Lammers looking to get free.
Great show of skills, but we need a strike.
Kuparaji taken down. Seems to be okay.
Just like that, these Mountaineers are strong. They're not one to stay on the floor, not one to really just give up on a play.
Lammers Lammer's shot attempt blocked. Falcons looking to get out of their own end here right now.
And it's been a lot of great defensive plays by Sylvia Sukaz, most definitely from the Mountaineers.
So Falcons attempt to get it out. And off the deflection from Snyder, the Falcons will throw in around midfield.
And Aaron with the throw-in from the Fanshawe Falcons.
So substitution in for the Mountaineers. We have Lammers out and Minzak in.
Number 8, Emily Monchak, and number 11, Janelle Lammers.
Great defensive pressure from the Mountaineers.
Nice solo effort by Julia Boyd. Through ball is misplayed and Dahan will get to it.
Julia Boyd on the Falcons. Great show of skill. Hopefully the Mountaineers would have what it takes to put such moves to a rest.
She got a handful of substitutions coming in for both teams. Brinker will come out. She'll be replaced by Machado. And it's looking like Epp will come out and Jans will come back in after a quick breather. For the Falcons, we have Jacqueline, White, and Sedon in. So quickly, Falcons take possession off the Mountaineers throw-in. Grayley will clear the ball out, avoid any pressure.
So far, I'll definitely say these Mountaineers are looking pretty relaxed and in control of this game. But they're definitely in need of a goal.
Their defense has been tested a few times, but they've stayed composed. They haven't let it get to them, and they've toughened up their line in the past few minutes.
Hopefully with Jans back in the lineup, it will generate some fruitful goals.
Jan's one of the Mountaineers' best goal scorers so far this season. Hasn't shied away from the big moments, scoring some great goals this year.
Huge clearance from the Mountaineers. Oh, and just like that, Samantha has it. Nothing unusual, nothing uncommon. Just another walk in the park.
Fanshawe makes 3 substitutions. Number 12, Chloe Simmon for number 2, Taylor Cameron. Number 10, Madison White for number
Another shot on goal. Again, another great save by Dahan. Although it doesn't look like it, some of those shots are very difficult and she makes it look very easy.
Like we said earlier, just another walk in the park.
Some of those low bouncers can get you sometimes. Jan's pushing up the right sideline. Pass to Kuparaji was deflected.
But just like that, Mountaineers back on the prowl. Huge player and great show of skill.
Mohawk make 2 substitutions. Number 12,
Oh, Di Francesco.
for number
What a magista.
Brinker. And number 9, Ryan Jans for number 16, HF.
So throw-in misplayed there by the Falcons. Mountaineers will take it.
Boyd with the throw-in for Falcons.
A race for the ball.
Oh, and
Snyder with a nice play to clear it out.
But no call from the ref. Looked like I saw a little contact there, but nothing the Mountaineers can't handle. Whoo! Saw a little nutmeg right there.
Nice little move by Minzak. Just a little too hard to get around the defender and keep the ball. Falcons to throw in. It's Aaron Alpaw with the ball right now.
Definitely seems like one of the Falcons' key players has had a lot of possessions on the ball, but will she be enough to get her team in the lead?
Mohawk subs number 21, Aaliyah Cardona, for number 18, Alyssa Glassberger.
So Glassbergen comes out, and Aaliyah Cardona will come in for the Mountaineers. Swapping out some offense for some midfield. See if they can generate some offense in more of their midfield play instead of relying just on their strikers. Nice little work by Grayley to shade the defender away. Let Dahan get the ball. Kuparaji will send it back to Cardona. Swallowed up by the Falcons. Both teams have done a really good job at slowing down any momentum so far.
It seems that just right when a team thinks it's perfect timing, the other team just shuts it right down.
Whether it's just a steal in midfield or a nice little deflection out of play just to slow down their rush. Seems like it happened a few times.
Huge clearance by the Falcons.
Snyder will look to play it in the corner. Just getting away from the defense, and she'll make the smart play to clear it out.
And, you know, always having Snyder in the back, you know, always feel a little more safe.
Yeah.
But then with a keeper like Duhan in that, you know, you're always pretty good.
And Snyder's just that great defensive presence, great leadership. Just got that junkyard dog mentality, willing to put her body on the line for any ball.
Huge team spirit. Huge.
Pretty close on that through attempt for the Falcons, but seemed a little too hard on the pass.
Great placement from Duhan. Well, it seems like the Mountaineers got a little tripped up, but nothing they can't generate from. Seems that they're always just one pass away, one shot away from just scoring a goal. Huge defensive pressure from the Mountaineers.
That's another thing. With their defensive line being so good, one of the main contributors is Autumn Grayley. She'll make some great tackles, especially on one-on-ones with strikers coming down the field. She's not afraid to get right up on the striker.
And I'll definitely say the chemistry between Paige, Epp, and Autumn Grayle's just been phenomenal throughout the season. Both ladies together on the field just able to shut it down, but then also just create a lot of offensive options for the Mountaineers. Especially helps out Jans, whatnot, to generate these goals. Huge kick from Samantha Tijuan. Could be generating some goals from it.
5 minutes of regulation time remains in the first half.
So 5 minutes left here in this first half. Still 0-0.
Seems that some chit-chat happened on the field and then a foul was committed. Hopefully the ref was able to catch all that, but it doesn't seem that a card will be given out.
So Snyder will slowly come up the left side. Nice little defense right there by Alexis Jacqueline. Long thrown over the head of Minzak. Falcons will try to avoid any of these offensive players.
Switch it!
Looking for a quick counterattack here. Through ball just a little too hard.
Thrown from the Falcons, but just from being in this booth, you could definitely hear that a lot of communication is being spread around from both teams. Late in the first half, it does seem that both teams are getting more frustrated, both more hungry to generate a goal. And at times like this, you just gotta see who's gonna be the hero, which team has it in them.
So a late substitution.
Who
here.
wants it more?
Brinker will come in and Machado comes out.
And just like that, quick grab up by Samantha Duhan, walking the park down the line.
Mountaineers have some great pressure here in midfield. Cardona will lose the ball, and she seems a little shaken up on the play.
You know, on the foul, there was a foul committed, and we did see some sportsmanship just occur on the field, but hopefully the ref will give a foul and the Mountaineers ball.
So it seems like Cardona was just shaken up a little bit by the contact. So both teams looking to make a late strike here in the end of the first half. Drop pass, but no receiver intended. Nice little move by DiFrancesco. Putting on some nice dribbling moves in her own end. Minzak on the push through midfield.
And this could be the play that is needed to generate the goal that Mohawk deserves, Mohawk wants. But the Falcons were right there to kick it out. But still Mountaineers ball.
So Mountaineers will have a deep throw-in on the right sideline. It'll be Cardona to throw it in.
with the game being scoreless, I can definitely say that both teams are just getting hungrier and hungrier. But with that being said, it's definitely getting more aggressive on the pitch, and
There was a great opportunity there for Ryan Jans, but her cross attempt blocked by the defender.
so close, but no.
Low
No
shot
cigar.
attempt by Jans once again, but a nice little save right there by the keeper.
Some great attempts, some great shot tapping from the Mountaineers. A lot of pressure. I can almost smell a goal occurring.
So nearing the last minute of this first half. Hasn't been the prettiest half for both teams, still scoreless, but I think that would call for a great speech at halftime, switch up the game plan, notice what weaknesses and what strengths both teams have had. So I'm expecting to see a lot of different gameplay coming out in the second half. Mountaineers looking to get out of their own end. The whistle is blown, so no extra time. That'll end the first half. So after 45 minutes of play here at Tim Hortons Field, Mohawk Mountaineers and Fanshawe Falcons are tied 0-0. Let's welcome all viewers back to Mohawk Mountaineers Sports. We're live from Tim Hortons Field with a matchup between the Mohawk Mountaineers and the Fanshawe Falcons. After 45 minutes of play, the score is still 0-0.
Early on in the game, I'll definitely say that we're seeing a lot of pressure from the Mountaineers, but the Falcons are definitely not far from their tail. Huge throw-in by the Mountaineers. Hopefully during the halftime events, a whole team speech occurred or something like that.
It was a pretty quiet first half, so hopefully coach was able to come in there and boost the morale of the players. Hopefully change up the game plan and get a more aggressive push, get some more shots on goal, and hopefully come out with some early goals in the second half.
And from the looks of it, I'm seeing a lot of pressure from these Mountaineers. Seems that they already have the game-winning mentality drive, just as they always do every game. So
they come out strong here in the second half for sure.
Hopefully they're able to generate some fruitful passings and get a goal in net.
They have put some shots on net, but nothing too hard for the keeper. So
nothing too significant, I would say.
Yeah, they put they're looking for more quantity shots than quality shots right now. So hopefully they can get some better passes, look for some nice schemes, and get some great quality shots on net. Because so far, the keeper for the Fanshawe Falcons, Morgan Grant, hasn't been tested too hard.
And hopefully this could be the shot that's needed to generate a goal. But sadly, that won't be the case.
So that was Janelle Lammers going for the through ball. Grant dove for the ball, did make a play on it, a little bit of contact on Lammers, so it was a clean play.
And that was some great passing demonstrated by these Mountaineers.
Yeah, great through ball right there.
And just like that, these Mountaineers are back on the prowl.
I've noticed a lot this season. They'll lose the ball deep in their offensive end, but before it even get past half, they've got the ball back. They're great at getting that ball back. They're ball hawks on defense.
It seemed that the ref was trying to play an advantage, but I believe it ended up just being a throw-in.
So we had a deep throw-in here for Lauren Snyder. Falcons looking to make a little counter push here. Yet again, great defense in the midfield by the Mountaineers. And in a matter of seconds, they've almost created a beautiful offensive rush. Lammers comes out with it. Looking to make some dribble moves.
So far, it seems that a lot of times when the Mountaineers are just right in the attacking zone, they're not giving enough options from their players. And that the Falcons are definitely taking advantage of that fact and are just swarming on these Mountaineers.
Seems like they've been cutting off the passing lanes and forcing the ball handler to try for a more solo effort. Cross is a little too hard there.
But it did look pretty good.
There was a nice header opportunity missed. McFadden will send it up a little bit to Glassbergen. If you're looking for someone for a solo effort on this team, Alyssa Glassbergen is the player you want. She's had some beautiful dribble moves this season. I think the most notable one was a nice little one-on-one play where she got past a defender and freed up Ryan Jans for a game-winning goal with 30 seconds left in the second half.
And just with the Mountaineers having plays like that, anything's possible at any time in the game. There's definitely been times where these Mountaineers were down 2-1 and whatnot, and just right to the end of the game, playing as hard as they can out here to get, just to tie up the match. One of the few teams in the OCAA that still have not committed a loss.
And speaking of not committing a loss, the exact opposite for the Fanshawe Falcons, who are still winless here on the season. So Falcons looking for their first win on the season, and Mountaineers still avoiding their first loss of the season.
On paper, some would say it was a match made in heaven for these Mountaineers. But with the looks of the match, these Falcons are not going down without a fight.
This is a very important matchup, too, between these two teams, as they do play again for the final regular season of the game on the 15th of October at Fanshawe. So this game is more of a kind of test for both teams to get a little feel of each other.
Ooh, great show of skill and fake right there from these Mountaineers. Had her jumping.
Whew. It seems like at some times, though, they are playing a little too selfless. There are some opportunities where you do want to keep it yourself.
And sometimes you just got to get that shot on net. That's what it comes down to in this game.
Especially in a 0-0 game, when there's just a small smidge of an opportunity for a shot on net, sometimes you got to take it. I know that next pass looks promising, but when the keeper's not ready, you can try and catch them off guard.
Great thrown by Snyder. And this could be it. Oh, but a huge collision.
Collision between Glassbergen and Grant.
And I would definitely say a penalty should be committed, but I believe the ref will give it to the Falcons.
I'm guessing Glassbergen got a little too antsy there, and they're going to call her on the contact on Grant. Always got to make sure that your keepers are protected.
Huge free kick kicked by the Falcons, but Mountaineers are just right there to put an end to it.
Epp with a great move to get away from the pressure.
And this could be it. This could be what the Mountaineers need.
Glassbergen in on the right side.
But just like we're
making a little
earlier,
nifty move. And the shot attempt by Brinkert seemed to handcuff her. A little bit of a awkward shot.
But just like we were saying earlier, right when these Mountaineers are on a solo act, these Falcons just swarm in. Really try to cut off all options. So
especially on Glassbergen, you want to double team her as soon as she gets anywhere past that 30, 35 yard line with the ball, forcing her to send a pass back to Brinker.
And if you don't double team her, almost a goal is guaranteed. It's just one of those type of game-changing players.
She's got a beautiful strike and a beautiful feel for the ball. Nice little tap pass right there.
Ooh. Sending it a bit further than anticipated.
May not have been the most accurate shot, but that's still exactly what you're looking for. You have that little glimpse of hope. Just try and get a shot on goal right now.
That's all that the Mountaineers need right now, just to keep putting these shots on the net.
Can't score without the shots on net.
They definitely could teach the men's team a thing or two about these shots.
So a couple substitutions here for the Falcons.
great defensive stop by these Mountaineers. Always on the attack, just like that.
They've just been pinning the Falcons in their own end for these past 5 minutes.
Great show of skill from Boyd, taking her space, but these Mountaineers are just right there to put a stop to it.
Maybe an opportunity here for the Falcons. Great coverage there by Lauren Snyder, though, to break it up. So it'll be a corner for the Falcons.
Number 2, Taylor Cameron. For number 9, Alexis Jacqueline. Number 11, Jamie Bakos. For number 7, Erin Alpa. Number 13, Vanessa Dredge. For number 12, Chloe Seddon. Number 4, Amy Kustermans. Number 18, Victoria Crabb.
So the 4 substitutions for the Falcons, we have Cameron, Kustermans, Bakos, and Dredge in.
Great save by Samantha Duhan.
They're saying the ball trickled out on the line. They were calling, I guess, a foul for a little too much contact. So it'll be an awkward angle free kick here for the Falcons. Mountaineers send 2 to block.
Extremely awkward angle, but we'll see if these Falcons are able to bear any type of fruit from this. This could be one of those type of decisions made in a game where it changes everything.
Especially if the striker does have the opportunity to try and curl it into the net. DeHaan's got to be careful. I know you're trying to play for the cross, but also watch for the little sneak attempt. Cross is up. Deflected out on the little back kick attempt. So crisis averted there for the Mountaineers. We've got 2 substitutions coming in for the Mountaineers now. We've got Jans in for Golden. And DiFrancesco in for Machado.
Hopefully having DiFrancesco back in the game would definitely put some more offensive attacks in it while also just decreasing any type of offensive attacks that the Falcons can even put onto the Mountaineers.
For DiFrancesco, on the back line, as a great defender, she also possesses great dribbling moves and some great playmaking opportunities for her teammates.
I would definitely say that her vision is like no other compared to some of the other players on teams that we've seen. Definitely knows where the ball's going to go and where she needs to put it for other players.
Brinker looking to send Glassbergen.
And this could be the play. This could be the play, but a little too much juice onto that pass.
Little mishap. So Grant dove for the ball and it slipped under her. Glassbergen already thought she retrieved it. If Glassbergen did have her eye on the ball, there's a slight chance she could have got to it before Grant recovered.
Great aggression shown by these Mountaineers, and that could be it! That's the strike!
What a goal by Janelle Lammers. Like we said, you may get that little spot, that little glimpse of hope from far out, and you take any strike you can. It looked like Grant was preparing for another strike off a pass, and Lammers sails it directly over her head for a beautiful goal.
And if you don't love shots like that, then you just don't love Mountaineer soccer. What a superb goal. Superb goal. Great aggression shown just on the play. Saw the opportunity and took it. That's what we love to see from these Mountaineers.
So in the 60th minute, the Mountaineers take a 1-0 lead off a spectacular strike from number 11, Janelle Lammers. So now we're going to see a little bit of tone change in the game. Now the Falcons being behind, they're going to try and play more aggressive, try and get more shots on goal. And if you're the Mountaineers, you can't have any little mishaps on defense. You want to protect Dahan as much as you can. Make sure she is nice and safe in there. No little mishaps that'll allow a 1-1 tie.
No, definitely. These Mountaineers have to be more defensive-minded right now to make sure that no mistakes are possible.
And just like that, great clear out to avoid any danger.
But we love to see a striker just drop back on defense or really help the team. You know, that just boosts team morale and team spirit.
A lot of these midfielders and strikers seem to be very interchangeable on this team. A lot of them know how to play striker, and a lot of them are really good at dropping back and playing the midfield.
And just great, simple scoop up from Duhan. Hearing the coach possibly say, find Janelle. Just might be smelling a second goal, possibly, in this match.
But even back to that goal, I'm not sure if it was any of the players on the field or if it was the coach on the sideline. The communication on the team, someone was telling Lammers just to shoot it. She was open. Maybe she didn't think of it if they were playing a little passive. She had about 10 yards of space to herself, but that communication was key. Let her know that she was free, and it resulted in a beautiful goal.
And I'll definitely say a huge difference between the Mountaineers and other teams is just that confidence in your teammate. Just tell your teammate to shoot it, and just that, hey, I believe in you for that opportunity, so I want you to believe in yourself. Just creates a whole different game in this beautiful match of football. It seems that some substitutions are happening right now. With 21 for the Mountaineers just arriving on.
21, Mohawk subs number 21, Aaliyah Cardona for number 6, Tori McFadden.
So McFadden comes out, and number 21, Aaliyah Cardona, will come back in.
What a strike, but sadly just a bit too wide.
Like you said, these players have confidence in themselves and their teammates. They're not afraid to shoot from anywhere. Especially Cardona. She will tee one up from anywhere past half in any attempt to ambush the goaltender.
And another thing I would definitely say that Lammers just did for these Mountaineers is put a lot of goal-scoring culture in the air right now. These ladies are hungry. They want to put a few in the net for themselves.
Yeah, I think after we were talking about them playing a little too passive, I think once they realized, once you're open, you can get that shot on net. I think they realized that they can do that too. They can take the opportunities.
And just with the amount of pressure that they're putting on to these Falcons, you can definitely see whatever was said at halftime worked.
Like, obviously, as the Mountaineers, you're looking for that beautiful through ball to send your striker past the line, get that nice one-on-one with the keeper, tap it in. But sometimes the higher percentage shots can be the ones where they just come out of the blue, where nobody's expecting it.
The element of surprise is always one that can't be overseen. And these Mountaineers definitely know how to do it.
Strike there by Dredge, just a little off the mark, too wide left. So Dahan will get ready for her kick.
Overall, these Mountaineers have definitely had a great defensive game with making sure that Duhan doesn't have too much pressure put onto her. overall great team performance.
Dahan surveying for an intended receiver. Little soft kick. Snyder will send it past midfield to Jans. Cardona will get the ball around the 40-yard line.
Whew, great show of skill, but the defender was able to get it. Boyd said not today.
So DiFrancesco will take the deep throw in.
Let's open up. Yeah, key drop. Key drop back.
Huge foul committed from Falcons.
Didn't look like it was intended, but both players running full speed at the ball.
Great,
Nice little sportsmanship to pull her up. No
great
hard feelings.
sportsmanship shown. But this free kick could be one to generate goals.
Yeah, you're going to look for a nice deep crossing attempt. See if you can get a nice header in, or maybe off the bounce, get a strike past the keeper.
Or even possibly just try to put one in the net. Top bins.
So it seems like Bakos will come out for the Falcons. And it's looking like Alpa will come back in.
Good attempt. Good strike attempt from these Mountaineers.
Yeah, Branker looking for a nice strike on net, but a lot of bodies in front, so an easy deflection. So Lammers to take the corner here.
I would probably bank that this corner is about to be a pass. I couldn't. Oop. I'll be wrong.
Very powerful cross.
Huge cross.
Now the Falcons will look to make a quick counterattack on the push.
But just like that, these Mountaineers are able to gobble that counterattack up and boom.
Offside on the play. Glassbergen was running back on defense, and the ball came back to her, so still behind the line in the time of the pass. Temperature is going down a little bit here, but unlike last week, the wind is almost non-existent.
Great control shown by these Mountaineers.
So as it is a little colder in the second half, it doesn't play as much of a factor as it did in their previous matchup. Referee saw a bit of an arm extension, calls the quick foul.
Huge clearance by these Falcons. But Samantha there.
Dahan just dives on it.
One of those keepers that are not scared to get into the action. Do whatever she believes is needed to make sure her team comes out on top.
Glassbergen trying to avoid any pressure. He'll send it up to Cardona. Just too hard of a pass. Nice block shot there by Epp. Falcons threatening with some deep position here. Good job to clear it out. Glassbergen fighting for it.
A lot of back and forth from both these teams, but I'll definitely say that these Mountaineers don't seem too much under the pressure, and just to prove it, a keeper to do such skill in front of a player, takes guts.
Little risky dribble play by Don, but Mountaineers escape any of that intended danger for the Falcons. Could have been a very, very bad play there if she mishandled that. But able to get it away.
But when you have skill like that, you know what's going to happen. The attacker just had no chance. Great composure from Mountaineers.
Falcons will send it back to their D-line. Boyd will send it up to midfield. Nice pass.
Great passing shown from the Falcons, but the Mountaineers are just always right there.
It was a beautiful, nice little tackle.
Seems that Lammers might be feeling a little tripped up on that last play, but hopefully nothing too extreme.
Through ball pushing is Grant, but ball will sail out. So it'll be a corner kick for the Mountaineers. It's looking like Glassbergen will take it. Kick is on the way. A little bit of a short cross. DiFrancesco surveying.
And just like that, like we said, DiFrancesco just knows how to slow down the game and really just use her vision to find the best option for these Mountaineers.
Cross attempt by Snyder, snagged up by Grant.
Great header from the Mountaineers. But very odd call from the ref,
Yeah, it looked
I would
like
say.
Looked like with the Mountaineers player dragged down, they were going to call out on the Falcons, but I'm assuming that before she fell, she made a little bit too much contact, or maybe a little bit of a pull on the jersey.
But a huge clearance by Lauren Snyder. A lot of pressure coming from these Falcons right now, but nothing that these Mountaineers can't handle. The Mountaineers definitely seem to just be in their element and in their game.
Nice play there on defense. Just to get the ball out on the sideline and force a throw in rather than let it drift out and give them the opportunity of a corner kick.
Huge block. And just like that's a game-changing play right there.
Just put your body on the line. So ball dribble back to Boyd.
Really doing it for the city right there. Doing it for the Mountaineers.
Through ball. Seemed like a little bit of contact. DiFrancesco and White both battling for the ball. Seemed like they were both grabbing each other, but referee decided to have a no call.
Great pressure from the Mountaineers right then and there.
Oh, beautiful through. through ball threatening.
And just like that, Samantha Duhan just always there. Never making her coach sweat, some would say.
Dubé looking for a through.
And
Goes a little wide, and Duhan will grab it.
but great defensive pressure just shown there from Lauren Snyder. Just blocking off and, making sure that Samantha was able to get to the ball.
Jans will tap it up to Lammers. Lammers sending it to Glassbergen.
And this could be it.
She is through, but defender shaded her off to a sharper angle on the left. Still took the shot, though. Wasn't afraid to strike, but a little too short, too wide.
Sadly, just a bit too wide.
So we have a few more subs coming in for the Mountaineers here. Seeing Jans come off. She will be replaced by what looks like Erica Kuparaji. And Lammers and Epp will come off. And McFadden and Minzak back in.
Hopefully these substitutions late in the game can just bear some fruit for these Mountaineers and just have a little more comfort room with the scoreboard.
Falcons looking to push up the right side. Nice block on the cross attempt.
Again, with this Mountaineers defense, just always being right there and able to support our amazing Samantha Duhan. Just shows why. These Mountaineers just have the grit and grind. With playoffs arriving soon, this team can definitely have finals appearances, hopefully in the future.
So big corner coming here for the Falcons. Low attempt, chopped away, so I think they will retake the corner. So we are nearing the 80th minute here at Tim Hortons Field. Falcons will probably look to play a bit more aggressive and try and get an equalizer. Kick is up. Nice deflection and nice clearance.
Huge clearance, and this possibly could generate a goal on the other end. But this was exactly what the Mountaineers needed.
So ball deflected, and it'll be another corner for the Falcons. Kick is up. Batted down. Beautiful slide tackle. Glassbergen able to get in front and get a nice slide tackle and clear it out about 10 extra yards, forcing a throw in closer to midfield rather than about the 30-yard line for the Falcons.
Mohawk subs number 15, Claudia Calix, for number 21, Aaliyah Cardona.
So it's substitution. Cardona comes out and Calix comes in. So we are under 10 to play now in regulation. Not sure if there will be much stoppage time added. Maybe a minute. Haven't been too many stoppages in this game. Falcons threatening. And the ball is chopped through past the last defender with a short, a little awkward kick in midair. The Falcons tie the game at 1. Not much DeHaan could do there. She was relying on her defender.
But this is definitely just one of those situations where these Mountaineers have been there. You know, they've been in the situation where teams have scored on them and they just bounce back quickly with another one. So hopefully that the Mountaineers are just able to put their heads down and, hey, we got to get a goal. We got to get one quick.
Yeah, you can't let this demoralize your team. This team is full of fighters. They fought back their last game, tie it up at 2-2. You can't let this bring you down and allow the Falcons come by and take a lead.
But with the way they're playing right now, it seems like the team all realizes that they want to put one in the back of the net. Huge pressure.
So although a tie isn't the best outcome here for the Mountaineers,
It most definitely wouldn't be the worst outcome.
yeah, you don't want to slip up and allow the Falcons to take the lead. So there's about 7 minutes left now. Game plan will now change for the Mountaineers. And it's looking like they will get some substitutions back in the next couple minutes with their top strikers. They'd like to generate some better offensive chances.
And it could be just right now where these Mountaineers just put another one in the net.
As that ball sails out, those substitutions will now come in. So I'm seeing Lammers back in. And Machado will come in for DiFrancesco.
Huge
We still have
run.
Jans waiting on the sideline. She will come in fairly soon. Mountaineers looking to make a quick push here. Seems like they did have numbers on the break. Kuparaji battling for it. Falcons will clear it out and let it sail.
With both teams definitely getting to that time of the match where it's simply just energy and spirit that's going to get the next team to their victory, defeat, or possibly a tie.
So Calix will indeed come out now, and Jans will return. So Mountaineers have loaded up their top offensive players and strikers in the game.
4 subs for Mohawk. Number 9, Ryan Jans. Number 15, Claudia Calix. Number 11, Janelle Lambert. Number 8, Emily Marisak. Number 16, Paige Epp. For number 6, Corey McFadden. Number 20, Madison Machado.
Huge header
DiFrancesco.
and clearance from these Mountaineers.
So Mountaineers have been trying to clear it. They've gotten a few attempts, but Falcons are still pinning them in their end right now.
It definitely seems that the Falcons right now,
They got that second life coming in after that goal.
a lot of momentum's on their ends, but these Mountaineers are doing enough to put an end to a lot of it.
So it seemed like the Falcons were kind of dead in this game with about 10 minutes to play. And that goal just, almost like a defibrillator, kind of just brought them right back to life.
Yeah, just rejuvenated the whole team and, just playing a lot harder right now. But the Mountaineers aren't letting anything in the back of the net, but they definitely got to do some more on the offensive end and really just continue that pressure that they were earlier on in the game.
Cross is up, deflected out. Kuparaji will take it, trying to make a quick push.
The score is tied. 1-1.
She will send it up. Lammers ending up
And
making
Boyd with a huge
attack.
defensive stop. who will try to generate a goal, but Duhan right there to scoop it up.
Long kick downfield, maybe over the head of the defenders for a striker. Look to send it out. So it'll be a very, very deep throw and beautiful play on defense by the Falcons. But a quick throw in before the Falcons could get back. Lammer's looking for the cross.
Huge cross, but wasn't able to get to another Mountaineer.
Grant will secure the ball safely. Looking to send a long kick downfield.
And this could be the strike that's needed. This could be the strike that's it. And sadly, just a bit too wide. Oh, great little deception right there from these Mountaineers.
Snyder will let the ball roll out to ensure position. Falcons making a push.
Right there, as
Seemed like a bit of a
always.
miscommunication between the Mountaineers defenders on who was supposed to cover who. Almost led to a dangerous attempt for the Falcons with about a minute to play here.
This right here could be one of the last opportunities that these Mountaineers have to generate a goal.
So ball deflected out. Falcons are going to play pretty quickly. Try and get upfield. Do the Mountaineers have any magic left in them?
When times get tough, it takes the team to get tougher, and it seems that Lammers could have what it takes to really put another one in the bins, but too long on the wind up.
Off the back of their Falcons teammate. Just a constant battle right now in the Falcons' end.
Huge battle between both teams
So
right
Falcons making a very late push. Dahan will dive on it.
now. Great dive and save.
So she'll send a long kick downfield in what will be the last play of the game. So not the outcome that the Mountaineers wanted here. They do come out with a tie, but with a late lead in the 80th minute, up 1-0, the Falcons come back to tie it. So Falcons now 3-4 on the season, and Mountaineers move to 2-5. So both teams still win.